audio broke by itself. It's speechless. Speechless. Anyway, we have some updates to do. Data is already up and running. So that is the latest T2 Linux from last night. You can download that already. 26.7 on the latest everything. Probably audio will work for you. And good morning, everyone. It did work for me. That is what it is. So, it's crazy how warm it still is despite. Yeah, maybe don't live in old shit buildings. Huh? Is this rebooted? The Qualcomm rebooted. I have questions. Yeah, good morning, everyone. I'm a little bit disappointed that it's still so bloody hot. It's ridiculous. So did someone... Oh, here. Like Foxtrot, maybe? Yeah. Okay, that's one thing I wanted to do. Thank you, Foxtrot. Then other things. I wanted to delete some old stuff that we don't like, the GNOME panel thing we noticed the other day. Oh, I did not realize it's so hot when it's ridiculous. Good stream, yes, thank you. Good day too. Then yeah, Roman, welcome. So if you want to use the latest Linux, you can do that already. The question is, so yeah, good would be if some people tested. I mean, unless there are upstream regressions from our side, I don't think we broke anything really. Famous last words. That is, of course, here. So if you want to latest and greatest, that would be this one. Of course, soon we should have binary updates. The question is, how do we communicate this? It helps little if we have the most up-to-date things. And again, the next last thing is ARM is there. We'll test with your Chrome thing. So we probably should wire that up in this table. The question is, I mean, I guess, I mean, we could list that here monthly. It costs us nothing. Yeah, I mean, having... Yeah, I'm not sure how we should list this here, except people should soon get this as binary updates. I would say we wire this up in this table. What's up? Just Linux development here. Yeah, so testing would be good. I'm running that here. I mean, it is pointless to send press releases around because it's also pointless to create a major site here. I guess listing it here in the main table would make sense as rolling update things, and yeah, maybe one last time on the front page and Reddit just because Lenovo Yoga, you said Chrome, right? Has this some provisioning of just booting EFI things? What CPU was it? Some last gen cell phone like Qualcomm? Okay, anyway, how we list this, like, yeah, some tests would be good. So let's delete some things, or let's also like first quickly do updates. Another laptop with Chrome, it's HP, the Yoga is older, Snapdragon things. Is that what I said? Qualcomm. Did I say Qualcomm? I think I said this. So the point, as I said, I'm not the greatest fan of deleting stuff, but if we identify stuff that's severely outdated and basically useless, like gnome panel thing that are unlikely to work in any reasonable shape or form, and for people who want this we have made or whatnot. And while we stare on this, we could shortly multitask. What? And see if we identify major things. As we have heard nothing from my repology. Bug report pull request. Yeah, it's funny how they say patch welcome and then nothing happens, right? I mean, shouldn't be the biggest thing. I mean, yes, we also have garbage AI slop things, but hey, mine is not garbage AI slop. BDB might actually, yeah, good that you say this. It might need a libtool rebuild, although once we had fixed this, I mean, I could test that. Llama CPP, we didn't. What's your keyboard? It's the number one question. Keyboard. Things. Soon we need bots for things like that. That's a... No, I forgot. What was it? Nufi Field 75 HE Hall effect with Gateron magnetic wide. It's also what is it called? It's called it's end of life. So you would need, but I particularly wanted the Cyberpunk edition. The only thing is the print on this keys below the space bar is wearing off. So that's not ideal. But I guess YOLO. Patina. Oh, that's some things. Huh? Did I not SVN up? Apparently not. Good, let's see what can we quickly update here before we delete. TS TypeScript. Oh, libtool. Oh, that's quite some updates. Oh, Rust. There's a new Rust version. LibreWolf is actually, we will probably not test build that. think I did start this wrong. Not in Tmax. What was the version? Probably 1.96.1. Oh, that's what's that patch doing? Doesn't apply, so let's hope it's not needed. Thank you for the heart, I appreciate that. Wait, why is FP classify things or okay, the patch applied, that's good enough for me. I mean, I tested it more than nothing, so probably don't need to mark it untested. Probably fine. Yes, big city life continues. This Rust dot releases are not that common, I guess. Wait, the cargo is cargo. They have cargo too. 90s 80 maybe. Oh, 97. No. Oh, wait. Oh, that's 0. Damn it. What do I even do here? Somehow I'm still overheat. Dude, I did here complete shit. Okay, fine, then not. Mostly found mechanical keyboard. The only thing that bothers me is the sound of the space bar. It's a bit louder than the rest and also a bit different in flavor. I mean, maybe you can tweak that a little bit, like, or dampen. But this stuff is also overrated. Like, for 25 years I survived without rising keyboards. It's basically bothering with mechanical, like bothering with keyboard things too much. Like, having a good keyboard is one thing. Like, yes, so this is kind of my first best keyboard, really, kind of, sort of. But like, I was a 10x engineer for 25 years without a different keyboard, so just get your stuff done. I'm sorry to say it, but just do your stuff. You don't need a different keyboard for that. Bothering about spacebar sound is procrastinating. Okay, that applies, so it's probably fine-ish. Look, data, did some data things. Yeah, if someone wants to make the stuff build better and more and things. Just a little bit sorting in my opinion. Oh, just did this. Yay. Now we have that left, so I just did it, so let's also commit it then. Whatever those things here are, I mean PyCon. Packages to build, they all build amazing. Most important package. Oh, you're posh. Wait, what? Data just did this. Wonderful. Core people do core things. And just like this, we're mostly up to date again. Yay. Good, this were kind of the updates, the most important ones anyway. A little bit concerning that sometimes this Qualcomm thing reboots like every 14-ish days. It's a little bit... Did you get any certificates? When I was young, there were no certificates. Also, I don't... Can you just like... I start to hate cars a little bit. I don't need any certificates. Also, like most of the certificates are... Most of the certificates are a little bit pointless, but I understand that, like, to find out if someone knows a little bit or nothing, some certificates can help, but leave me in the comments, like, comment, like, which, all your other pro 10x engineers, what comments are the most useful. Okay, so I wanted to delete some stuff. That was data. That were updates. Okay, data is still datering. Then let it do that some more 10 minutes. That takes a while to refresh here. Yeah, this breaking news. Car driver instantly solves 10-kilometer traffic jam by honking constantly. It's like, yes. That always helped. Oh yeah, libjpeg turbo. What was with the thing? FP classify things of SPNG. FP classifiers. I have no idea. FP classify? What are they? This is what I don't understand, right? After 40 years of C, people should really know how to C. I mean, I have no idea what they do here. I don't like, why does this stuff always need to happen? Spotify. Oh, maybe it just needs to link with -lm. Maybe this just accidentally builds for this doesn't copy and paste like this. Yeah, why does this not? Should this not like? Oh, I hate this. Almost noon. Yes, welcome, welcome. I mean, yeah, I don't need to run it on a serial console and with Tmax, but oof. I'm not a fan of this modern or vintage stuff. Oh, that solves it. I mean, yeah, what should I say? How does this build for someone else? I'm always flabbergasted of like, maybe everyone should just use T2 Linux, man, you all. I don't know, you all. Are we too standard conformant? Are we too vanilla? Are we too... Do they only test build on macOS or... Is there some example there or... Not the directory? JUnit. What? The question is, do we ship these examples? Can we just disable the examples? Welcome, gang. Yeah, we ship those. I mean, we could just link everything. There's not really harm done to... I just wonder how this always is like bloody possible. This is just a little bit... So as a rule of thumb, like, so we don't need this here. Maybe order of importance or stuff, and I mean, YOLO. Yeah, next I will reboot the guys what Anthropic OpenAI are training their models on. Kinder, but thank you. Here, that's... I mean, I guess... There we have it. Maybe I should finally jumpstart my news side project and write a news about Daily Again and libjpeg Turbo. Release things. Yes, typo. What did they even change? Significant things. Is the official... are not supported. This is amazing, right? Remember that for a decade here live on, I tell you like this is bullshit. Also like totally amazing for the security, right? Do we? Okay, I think we download. Oh wait, do we? I think that's the correct one with releases. This should be the. But yeah, 2026 for security things auto-generate the tarball, and then the project, it's like, yeah, it's not supported. Code quality stable. Okay, good to know. Hardened the PNG writer things. I mean, I would actually significant changes relative to the last stable release. Like, who cares about 3.2 beta 1? I would like this is somehow pointless. Do they not like have? Legacy implementation things has been removed. SMD dispatch. CMake profile. Honor is trim and perfect. MIPS has been removed. Yeah, I mean, this is silly. People wrote MIPS assembly and then remove. Vector things. Yay. Yeah, 2026 people cannot maintain MIPS for university things anymore. Oh, whatever. So while we wait for Repology to refresh, I committed this, didn't I? Okay, we have here random stuff, but okay, that's not. I mean, the only other thing here we could here. Do we have other missed random stuff? Oh, okay, that's all not helpful, except this here actually. This probably didn't build. So I think this did build, but when I enable Pi scripting thing, it doesn't build anymore. Andre, how it's doing? RISC-V SMD. It's set to fault in the desk. Yes, it didn't build. It sounds like they have that now. We would need to test if that builds. That is a good catch. Let's see if this probably also means also like, yeah, this stuff was not auto magic, right? Like if you configured it wrong, it just didn't build. So that probably means we need to, oh, here's MIPS already off for reasons. But the question is, do we need to conditionalize this ourselves on RISC-V even enabled? What was our previous ID? Does someone remember? 6.15? This one here? No. This one here. Yep. Smoke test. Does it cross compile with RISC-V RVA? What do you mean with title day by day, man? We break. We break fast. I mean, the question is, do we have our... Did I build that? The question is, does that build? Maybe not. I don't know. No, it doesn't. How does it even fail? Probably with assembly stuff, not like instruction, not supported things. Error invalid use of void expression. Pragma and node declared here. So maybe it would work if we would not, maybe they have FTD RVVC. Maybe they have per file compiler or arguments, but actually the question is, does 32-bit vector build? I have questions, huh? Questions nobody else is asking. If arch any risk 5. And not. That should work like this, shouldn't it? PS wants to be kinda crashing. Recommend me for coding a PS1 game kinda crash. I don't even know those games. I guess C or C++ or what precisely do you? Also, actually, the question is, but not running on, I guess, a game engine. Unless you want to do everything yourself. Guess it could work. So that's the most pretty, but first it needs to work, right? I mean, we probably could make this like if this package has if this package has provisioning of per file things of enabling that, we probably could RVA22 with optional runtime vector detection. Where do you want to run your game? Like on Windows, Linux, Vulkan? No. I mean, if we, I mean, basically, I need creative wording not to auto count as Windows. Like, why for Windows? Why would you use Windows? Why? Then deletions. This is probably still updating. This always takes long. Oh, it did update already? No, didn't update. Ah, wait. The graph doesn't update, so actually maybe Shift R does. Oh, here, look, this updated fastly. He's still not. I mean, maybe it didn't update all of them yet. Good. Then deletions. So this is GNOME panel I had identified, or do we even... Okay, now we have the problem that this is... Okay, we need a second checkout. Copy and write stuff too. Okay, maybe not verbose URL. The text generation and scrolling and serial output takes all the time here. So what this does is better as copy on write snapshot things. Oh, that took longer because we zoomed into LibreOffice, but okay, amazing. Then deletions. So I mean, we could for kicks and giggles but try if this is, but I mean it's pointless, right? Did we probably check that this GNOME panel? GNOME session, GNOME panel. I mean, they're interesting. There was an update. Is this still a thing? Oh, there are updates. Holy, I wanted to delete this. Does this build? This has a 3 version number? Like, good that we checked this. I nearly wanted to delete that already. GTK4 things of... Why does it not find GTK4? Wait, did I do panels? Panel? Why does this not find? Unless it needs dependencies. Wait, menus, desktop. Is that still a thing or is it also old? I mean, how does it not find that? Oh, it checks for bows. It checks for bloody bows? Seriously? Is that still a thing? The problem is with this modern desktop, there is so much change in curse packages that even I don't even know what's still used. Oh, that's a 44 version. Oh, that didn't somehow not build. That explains why. Okay, maybe I control C that or whatnot. Okay, that explains the thing. Maybe it needs juicing. So that's a relatively fresh VM, so we might need to add some things here. Like gear, some geometric introspection things. Non-turbo set image. Okay. Non-turbo set image things. How about we make T2 anime? Would that increase our user count things? 12 minutes. Open source Godot will no longer accept things authored stuff. Amazing. Okay, that's probably Gear. Yeah, we need to fix this soon this year. This is Gear. Gear, custom Gear of... Is this Gear? Is this not Gear? Yes, Gear, GTK. Okay, our own documentation to the rescue. And yes, we will fix this next. Look, we are very, very, very far here along. We will make this work next, but probably after binary updates. This is basically, it's not, yes, it's annoying, but it's also not that extremely important. In case of, I don't really want everyone to, wait, did I even do that right? Maybe I skipped some actual dependencies. Anime, yeah, okay. I thought that. How about what I also asked, the community is not GTK builds demos. Do we use that? Yes, I had this, good that you ask. I noticed that years ago, I had disabled that some years ago, but I quickly regret this because this demos is like GTK 4-demo. And actually I sometimes, so while you're right, I had this disabled, but for quickly testing that it basically works, I re-enabled it again. So some years ago I disabled it, similar to you, like, do we need this? Do we want to waste build time? But yeah, I mean, we could split the package and only build as a GTK-demo package, but yeah, are glycine not found? But there is glycine, no? What's with glycine? What issue has that thing? Or is it some circular dependency of you cannot make this shit up? It's like this is ridiculous. It's, yeah. Wait, this also, wait, what? You bloody completely kidding me. Like, what circular dependency bullshit is that? You cannot make this curse. This is new. This wasn't like that before. I mean, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. I'm speechless. Yeah, I have no words anymore. Like, I mean, we need to, and like that, yeah, how to bootstrap this if one needs the other. It's like, we basically would need circular dependency detection in T2 and then build it twice. We can do that. Like, determine circular dependencies, determine which thing is optional, and then build the thing with optional dependencies first, and then build it again. It's like, yeah, we can, but it gets increasingly stupid. We would need to check what it needs that for, if that glycine thing, if that's only some demo, or if that's some major GDK toolkit support thing. So what did we want? GNOME panel. Okay, so given that GNOME panel is apparently up to date, then we would only, it's like, hey, good that we slept over this and didn't install, which is where I wanted to delete. But that's also the GNOME thing, right? Version number 3, it's probably old shit. It's like, oh, it's not old shit. Yeah, version numbering in the 21st century. What did we panel? All right. You could also glycine then if now we have GTK. Also it wants GTK2. Yeah, right, it wants both. This is hilarious, you all. This G-object, I mean, yeah, GNOME, that's also why I'm not, like, GNOME is full of low quality technologies. Making building circular dependencies opt config what? Making building circular depths opts NT2 config opt? What do you mean you want a config option to build circular dependencies? Like, no, if like we should similar to, I'm already not supporting the 10,000 option of Linux kernel. This like stuff that should just work should not be an config option. Is there an option to upgrade commands that will not cancel the build after a package fails to build? Good question. You're probably the second person to ask. Maybe currently not really. Yeah, we probably should have something like that. Yeah, we probably need there something. What's its problems though? GDM not found. It needs GDM. You cannot make this Christmas up, like seriously? Also account service extension check error. Download it. Hey, download it today. The future. Because yesterday it didn't download, but maybe cloud outages. Crazy title? What do you mean crazy title? Breakfast Linux. What's wrong with breakfast Linux? Do not have breakfast? It's muesli time. It's breakfast break. King Linux maintenance things. Okay, yay. Apparently this has some new dependencies that we didn't. Branch Linux. Branch, you mean branch, aka fork? Fork Linux? Oh, that one's even more a clock tab. I mean, so why do I do this? Because, I mean, I wanted to delete it. Oh, holy shit. So apparently we didn't build this GNOME panel in a while. Because GNOME shit, I mean, surprise. There are reasons why we don't, like, oh, 2010, like, hey, why do I do it? Like, hey, we have come a long way, right? 6 years later, we polish GNOME things. Because we get increasingly new users, we get increasingly new interest, and we need to make sure that corner case is built and that we don't have packages that are completely bitrot garbage that, like, we should delete. So apparently we didn't build this in a while with geocode. Like, so we have this stuff. So then let's better make sure it geocode and geocode. Let's see, can we get this panel thing to build? Which is also like, this is why I don't support all this modern stuff, and why we will do our own UI and things soon. What was the other? Weather? I mean, yeah, so also like, how does this really happen there? I'm not. Gee, where are the locations? Holy shit. Locations, like seriously? Is this like a new package? Maybe it's in there, I have no idea. Is it a new package? Look, we found that we need to package a new package because well, yeah, probably didn't get this memo or whatever. Yeah, look, yeah, but which package things? This should also be add-ons. Can be packaged from GitHub. Finished building Lithium. Yeah, modern desktops dependency nightmare. I'm really sorry to say, like, with all the Qt bloat and KDE dependencies, like, it's crazy that like 2020 Thix and KDE is the saner of the bloated things here. It's I think we have few GNOME users, right, that I need in 2026, I need to sit here and do that. Like, where are the T2 users in T2 to do that? You had homework. You failed your homework assignment. Oh, I did this somehow wrong. Oh shit. I did this wrong. I thought it was a GitLab. Seriously? Man. I should really read what I do. I saw in the Google preview, I saw their GitLab Damn it. No description. This should, in my opinion, this should be done so that that's a plugin that you can build GNOME panel without that, like that. Yeah, this open source engineering is somehow strange. They somehow learned little the last decades. I mean, sure, I mean, you could say the reasoning is like you need everything anyway, so it doesn't matter, but yeah. Maybe we should standardize it one day. Is it LGPL or GPL or general public? I mean, theoretically this needs some priority because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As long 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Lift off. No, that's what I feared. All the new things have T2. Okay, that's actually not. Okay, that's not that many. Maybe I should make a commit check to not commit. Now I have the issue that I constantly commit new things with. Sanity clone? Oh, sanity clone. Yeah, everything I added recently. Yeah, pro tip, each time I find stuff like this, I instantly tree wide maintainer, yes. Did I do something wrong? What do you mean? Did I screw something up? You're saying I did something wrong? Did I RR? No, it looks right, no? Yeah, busy doing nothing, right? Anything wrong here? So, but now panel, what's this panel thing, or was it even, was it this already that needs that? Generally, I like XFC is not for me. Like XFC is like if I want something minimal, I use Enlightenment 16 or Window Maker or stuff, or not, or like nothing. Generally, I either use KDE Plasma because like totally best desktop Linux desktop ever. Okay, before I updated this. Like, so either I use KDE, like XFC is for me the middle ground. I mean, yeah, we ship it. Should we actually ship it? Maybe. Yeah, basically, I mean, yeah, maybe it has, I don't know. Like, for me, either I use full-featured KDE stuff or just so minimal that it runs on SG Octane, but... sadly, a list of upgrades exclude is growing because of failing. You mean on T2 Linux? Maybe report some somewhere that we, as you know, as you see, I'm very busy fixing this. I mean, I don't like, so this, the last days I raided 2 times some Twitch streamers that even said, I don't even know who this is, who always greeted me as, René, and it's like, I don't even know who this is. And he's like, yesterday after I raided him, he said he wanted to switch to Linux, like from Arch to Linux. I have actually no idea who that is. Oh, here, look. But that's like 2026, you raid Twitch streamers who know you and like want to switch to Linux, which is like, due. Here, 2025 and 2020, also like, why does this not have locations? This should have locations, but hasn't. This doesn't look like correct proof. Yeah, oh yes, wipes there. Who is that? Probably him, yes. He knows me from somewhere. I don't know who that is. Should I know him? Okay, here, amazing things. I mean, the only thing is, we probably, why does this libg weather not cache? Did it not want location? Maybe it just knows you from Twitch. Yeah, that is a possibility. But some people could also know me from old times or other things. Location. Here it has location. Why do we not cache that? That's bizarre. Maybe it's only... Maybe it's using so little that we filter it out. Must be like that, right? The things we need to filter noise out a little bit. Did you add location to cache? I mean, it should happen automatically. I just tried to figure this out. It totally doesn't cache. Yeah, I should investigate this, but on the I'm was it lib, right? Lib. Probably it checks that too little and then doesn't use it. Okay, it is what it is. I mean, I guess if stuff is checking for that, I mean, we mostly have that actually for like checking for Windows files and then finding why and then not using it and stuff. So I guess if very seldomly that happens, I guess that's a fair thing. Before we need to delete more, like it's probably a fair trade-off, I would say. Let's rebuild this so I don't need to manually think the cache. Wait, this still in cache? What? Gee, weather, what did I wrong? Oh, that doesn't cache enough. That didn't modify it enough. Force it. There it is. What priority does this have? We don't use it the most anymore. Oops. We don't use it the most anymore, but still, yeah, this wouldn't work like this. I don't know, you all. Is it also a little bit overkill here? This weather location stuff is I don't know. What precisely does this location data even do? Do I want to know that? Better don't look into that. So cache things here, 16 years later, finally a cache, finally we have GNOME panel again. So all of you could have done this as a hobby, right? So don't delay so much and sometimes test build and send more patches. Something of that sort, probably fine. Can you show us how to install T2 using command line only from Bootstrap ISO minimal system, nothing fancy? Oof. You always have so many extra requests. Hello there, first time chatter, welcome, welcome to our breaking fast and the best, most up-to-date Linux for breakfast break. Breaking Bad. So, then GNOME. Okay, good that we didn't just delete this the other day, and instead we fixed it. Let me just turn on data. Because when we turn on data, we can push this to Git and repository. So what GNOME panel things did we likely also not build like forever? So let's basically build all of them and delete what is bit rotten, like GNOME Pilot. Oof, that's a lot of old crap. Right, we wanted to push that to GitHub. Mostly to see status on repository. I mean, for you on Git, but 443. Still not all from yesterday. There's still some random things. Expected GNOME keyring got unlock. I mean, what is wrong with this modern stuff? Metadata. I don't even know this modern stuff anymore. Genumeric. Yay. Is this still a thing? And if so, why does it fail? Too many arguments to private connection. This must be this superior writing a desktop environment in C future. Yeah. So what I sometimes do the unlock one has a fix somewhere, like upstream? Or where? Or in another package? Let's just fake that here. In one of the patches, if you find it, that would be great help. Quite something. So I don't want to. I want to skip over errors here and see what of this random stuff built somewhere. Oh, there is GUDEV. That needs a gear. Yeah, we need to like this is probably the very biggest. Which of those was it even? As the name's also libmanet, like what even the heck is that supposed to be? Yeah, I guess from my experience, this geoobject inspection stuff of missing from cross-build things is probably the biggest hindrance to further T2 adoption. I would think. Okay, this here was known, like patch welcome. I think I knew that one here. Maybe I should actually have calibrated the build time thing. Is there any headless version? I can only see desktop version. Yeah, this is because like most we have a. I mean, you can use it headless, right? Like nothing stops you from not using the. Yeah, that's the crazy stuff, right? For 20 years I did minimal thing and everyone desktop. Now I do desktop and there's like more minimal, more bootstrap. So we have here a bootstrap build for testing that is. Did I base here? This name is slightly wrong. It doesn't include Wayland. That's this is our auto naming, not auto naming correctly. So if you want, like, this is what, 400 megabyte, 500 megabyte? Managed to can things still haven't managed. LOL. Even building glib says missing Python. Exercise arsing somewhere. You sent a. What are we doing this stream? Sorry, I'm out of the loop. We are maintaining Linux distribution. We are maintaining a Linux distribution during breakfast. And thank you for asking. Did I even pin that? I always forget to set goals and pinning and stuff. So that's the last. It's not only some random new thing. It's a soon 30 years legacy of one. Actually, it's kinda. I mean, we kinda don't really precisely know when Claire really started Rock Linux, like 1996ish. If Claire really started Rock Linux like in the summer of 1996 or so, then it's like 30 years code base of one of the first Linux, like the first dozen Linux distributions. 27 seconds, yay. And the last Linux distribution to support everything, including DEC Alpha, Itanium. Some random GNOME ICU things. Okay, so there is GNOME ICU. But I guess we can delete here some things, right? I guess GNOME Pilot is probably outdated stuff. GNOME ICU is potentially maybe. Like this stuff, like, is that Magnifier? GNOME Magnifier or Magazine? Libro, whatever Libro is. I know Brillcat, but that's probably not Brillcat, huh? Whatever random thing that is. Yeah, we probably need, like, given how many people ask, and I mean, I understand I'm a minimal bootstrap guy myself, we probably need, similar to our polished desktop, we probably need a more polished containerized minimal thing there. What do you mean with you're missing rsync Python, whatnot? I mean, I could try to boot that. I mean, maybe I should try to boot that in this minimal thing. What is even building? What are we building? Something we build. Something finished, I think, because we know org. Giggle, maybe? Babel? Ah, GIMP. Hey, we built GIMP, yay! What just finished there? Building GIMP browser? What just finished there? Probably it printed while btop was up and we lost this in things. Ah, WebKit, yeah, of course. How long did this build? A long time, right? It's funny, it's probably somehow wrong. I know, it's, what did I know I grabbed GNOME panel I grabbed, right? Yeah, it's crazy of years of building random stuff. We still haven't rebuilt everything, which is, patch is on Discord. You can see it works for you. Thank you. Hello? How many Discords do I have? One. Ah, it doesn't play sound today anyway. GNOME keyring metadata. Unlock skip, what's like, how even? I don't understand this anymore. I really don't. Why does this not like work? Somehow I broke there something or whatever. Oh wait, that's a patch. Ah, maybe this is why it didn't apply. Oh wait, IX, this is also wrong. How did you name this? Unlock patch. Is it metadata? What metadata is it even? Yeah, this will fail, but YOLO. It did enough for to be useful. And thank you for instantly looking into that. Appreciate that. That worked, thank you. Actually, did this have a cache? And then probably other is opt. Oh, it did cache. Oh shit, I didn't. Ah. Sorry. I actually wanted to commit as a second step. My own tooling. Be cool to see you do the bootstrap minimal thing from a fresh ISO, no host side tabs. Bootstrap, you need to install a couple of things into the system, right? Or maybe that's the issue. You need to install Python, right? Into the Bootstrap would be cool. You see Bootstrap from fresh no host side tabs. That's cheating. If you use a Bootstrap and you want to build T2, you need to build some things, right? Like Python, Meson, Ninja, some T2 is, yes, T2 is a source distribution with cross-compilation and building whole embedded targets, firmware things from source. We theoretically could make T2 build Bootstrap made to build anything from source. We could do that, but so we could improve T2 to Bootstrap without even less, but that has some complications. And for example, we don't have infrastructure to select you want Python in toolchain but not target. We could do that, but yeah. So we also have 1,000 other things to do. That's the issue. Also, T2 is not some new thing, right? It's 30, approaching 30 years of experience of doing this, long before there was Linux from scratch or Gentoo. So it's not yet another 2,500. It's basically the 24th Linux distribution ever created. Also, oh, that's configure. That's configure. Holy, didn't expect that. No Meson? Holy chipmunks. Default is auto. Default is... What is the default here? Here they don't say the default. Okay, maybe that's enough. If not, we need further patches, so... Huh? Did I not just edit that? Did I not save that? What did I do here? I thought I edited this. Oh, because... I'm so stupid, because I overwrite this. That is one. Last night, you want to do what I do. That's amazing. Just join, don't delay, join Team T2 Linux then and build things and open source things. Then I think we're still building some random stuff, whatever we build here. Something we build. Surprisingly, we still build something. We built all the things? Oh, we built WebKit GT. Holy chipmunks. Yeah, that built a while. So that explains why this price is busy. Yeah, cool. We still have some things to delete, like maybe even Nautilus actions. Maybe not. Sounds like a thing from the past, but here... Is this still a maintained thing, or... No, that's still there, at least in 2023. Data did how much? theory, not that much. Why should I? What do you mean with that precisely? Do you mean like theory research or reading? Yep, we need, this is my main build server. Theoretically, we kind of need a Epic or better Threadripper or whatnot, but that's all we like. Basically, T2 is so efficient in 99. Like, actually, I also only have this since recently. Also, this peer looks slightly better. I only have it since like a month or so, or 3 weeks or whatever. Research and study. I don't read much research, really. I manage my company more than I read research. Most people, yeah, but that's a good question. Like, I should read more research again. I mean, I probably read more research than most, and most should really read more research. How much research do you read? Amazing, right? Who did this? Data? Data. Amazing. So, what did we want? Probably we still build. Yeah, so, I mean, the 9950X3D is only 20-ish% performance boost upgrade over my previously year-long, like 2-year-long used. Maybe even, did I use it 2.5 years? 17950X, yeah, probably I used it probably relatively wrong, right? The update was also only, what is now again? 79. When was it launched? I feel like 2.5 years, right? I mean, I got quite used, so I probably purchased it on this day actually. 3, 4. Wait, I used it so long? I used it 3, 4. I used it 3. Holy shit, it doesn't feel like that. Yeah, I got some good use out of that. I mean, that's not even that bad, except that I probably paid more money on launch day. But that reminds me, what is this? I mean, not that I will buy it, but I'm just curious. What is the price development? I will not upgrade to this. Like, that's too expensive for too little. I'm just curious what's a... Yeah, no, like... Wait, this is also wrong. This is bizarre. That's not what I searched for. What? Why is this so strange? Yeah, that's way too expensive. I mean, yeah, it felt like, yeah, it's nice, but not for that price. So, ever written a non-kernel part of Android? No, I hate Android, I hate Java. Have you ever written the non-kernel part of... I don't touch Android. Android is a shit code base. I read all day, but I have all completely unrelated interests too, so I read a lot of other things. Basically the things. Thank you. Done. Look stronger together. That's what we live stream together. That's what we co-work for. Which thing needed... Wait, this was all. Let's try this again. I hope I didn't use F right now. Let's only build stuff that failed. It shouldn't be that much left, famous last words. Just some random stuff built now that we rebuild some things. Print? Did you mean print? Doc tools things of... Nah. Yeah, liblinfo, not surprised. It's some strange thing. Okay, that one's doc tools. Nah. Nautilus extensions. Perhaps you should add the directionally Nautilus. But it... Extensions, yes. Bizarre stuff always. What does it leave us with? Nautilus actions did this build. This also didn't build for random old things. Like, holy shit. Yeah, if someone wants to fix the old shit, you all. Here is some old shit not building. So from I quickly wanted to delete some things, it turned into maintaining old stuff. So this was updated in 2023, so it potentially maybe, but like no update in. It's always so sus to things. I have no idea if that's still a thing. Ah, actions. Was it actions? Actions, yes. Lib Nautilus not satisfied. But there is some Nautilus extensions 4 though. Ah. Let me guess, that's old stuff not compatible with Nautilus extensions 4. Yeah, we fixed some surprising things here and cached some surprising things. How to best filter that here is like maybe we grab 4Z things in cache. That's old crap. And how many are those? Oh, 79. Oh. Yeah, I guess don't delay, send delete proposals soon. Is here still a thing, or is it identical as... This is the build, or... libSPI. Yeah, that's not very fulfilling to go through all this old bitrot here. Libbonobo. Libbo. Maybe we deleted that. Did I misspell this? Delete long, abandoned, bit rotten things. Which thing wanted? Maybe if we start with did any package still use this? How about delete? 4.1. Zooming, predictive text, magnification glass. Blind user. Okay, this Copernicus sings. Jürgen Gexifinski is close. LibGale accessibility library things. I mean, there is no use if it doesn't build anymore and if it's 20-year-old abandonware, right? (2020) 2010. Math update. Maybe I did this wrong though. I think I quitted some accidentally. Last real 2006. Guess it's fair to say it's unusable abandonware. This will be very hard to get compiling last recent update. Is it LibGale? There's LibGale here, things of 120, yeah, it's probably 2010 there. Hear me out, what about... Will anyone miss those? 2010-ish package? So the reason I do this is that we don't have here garbage, right? It makes no, like, maintaining this stuff is hard enough, like having here random abandonware things. Yeah, one and 2 hours. By the way, Penguin Operator, wait a second. Did you not yesterday say you're in Russia? Why are you in Russia? You didn't answer yesterday. My day running it, I just sit in the office and run it. The only thing is LibGale. Nothing LibGale. I guess that's a good delete. Actions, right? The other stuff probably, I mean, we could pi its ATSPI. Wait, pi ATSPI data actually did update. How did I think it? 2026, it's even recent. Shit, I nearly deleted that accidentally. Oops. Yeah, there's certainly more. Oh, this copy and paste is a little bit... Why is this so sucking? To copy and paste is not... Yeah, working with the mouse super slow. And this time I could have nearly written it even. Oh, man. Yeah, more to come. That's just the beginning. But yeah, I'm happy that we unexpectedly did some GNOME fixes. Every small improvement here, every small step for GNOME, a big step for T2 cleanliness. Moment, could you try to BDB? Okay, BDB. Okay, that's what we're here for. For even members. Thank you so much for your support, T2 and BDB. So, wait, it build? Maybe? It's good. So, small step, and yes, every small step, a big step for T2 improvements. I'm aware that... Oh, it failed. Yeah, once upon a time this might need libtool rebuild. I had this patched already. I'm a little like, basically if you force rebuild libtool, it probably will build. This is some cross libtool build thing. We actually work around that, but apparently we don't work around it enough anymore. So probably our libtool cross cleanup patch stuff, yeah. That's libtool rebuild. I need to fix this bit. Yeah, or like or patch welcome. Yeah, I patched this already twice or whatnot, like each time I cross build, like, yeah. It's not ideal, we need to fix this, but now I need to go run my company. Wait, shit, nearly threw my keyboard over again. Alright. Hello, what were you up to? Thank you for the raid. Yeah, patch welcome. This is not so difficult to patch. We SED this already. That is my matching. There was a special sale. Didn't even had buying this on the radar. That is... Oh, fuck. Cut my finger again. Oh, dude, damn it. Why is paper so sharp? Should be forbidden. What is it? Lieferschein oder Rechnung? use them for cutting my fingers, man. That is a USB-C cable. Didn't really have this on my radar, but that is actually, they had a special sale. A little bit stupid, this company. They could have sold and sent me this together, but I buy a headphone and then a week later, hey, I want a USB-C cable. It's like, dude, it's like you could have saved it yourself. Like, why does this company not like offer me, when I select the headphone, do you want to have a discounted USB-C cable? Would have saved some shipping costs of. I guess let's test Biodynamics USB-C cable with T2 Linux. The reason I purchased this is I thought already like using this with, I mean, I super like this. This is probably kind of the best connector, like mini XLR, like why is not using a real mini XLR? This is probably my headphone for the next 25 years. After 25 years now, I probably can give my 25-year Sony MDR stuff to my son. Because this has a microphone and this has USB-C. Because I was already thinking like, yeah, okay, that's an amazing headphone, but like using this. So like, no, I don't have a spare USB-C plug here, huh? Yeah, that is the only reason. It's like discounted stuff, like, yeah, I want to have this with, yeah, and like, yes, please. Because like, yeah. Because I was also thinking, okay, if I use it on a computer thing, then I need to plug that into a deck. That's a little bit things doing in some Kazan work. How is it here? Amazing. Let's see what that does. So USB-C into a server, because my Steam Deck doesn't have a spare. Things, Biodynamic, GmbH, and like this is ridiculous. German companies. I think I would not put my GmbH and Co. KG into this. Is a little bit sus. Like, why do German companies do that? How is this even spelled? Do they spell this lowercase? Okay, they spell this lowercase. Cut my finger here. There. That's what I get for opening something live. Oh. Not experienced Linux development, otherwise I would contribute. I'm working on getting better so I can in the future. That is amazing. If you got a moment, could you try BTB? Yeah, basically what you only would need to figure out but yeah, I will probably do that soon. Thank you for, I mean, I think I saw that some weeks ago anyway. What are the capabilities of this thing? The things I can't, I mean, I could test it a little bit on. Okay, it has a microphone. And what else? Wait, it doesn't have playback? Why does it not have playback volume? It only has... Why does it not have... It has not a playback volume? Why is this USB mixer not a playback volume? Why do companies always do shitty things? I plug it into my Linux and I'm immediately disappointed that somehow... Should this be this one here, right? Capture playback USB mixer. Does ALSA show the whole capabilities here? Because I wonder how good is the deck in here? Where would be the deck in the thing? I wonder if this is a audiophile. I mean... Where would you, if you would be the engineer? Oh wait, here is, there's two things. Where would you put the SMD digital to audio converter? Guess in one of those things there, huh? Maybe even in the center thing with. I mean, ironically, they have here buttons. I have the suspicion this doesn't fully work in Linux, and we need to patch it. Share, like, subscribe. Would be nice to once buy something that. Oh, I plugged it out. That was very, very clever. Why that's what? When is the day that I buy something that just fully works? Each time I buy something, I need to patch this shit to work. Which is a privilege. Thank you so much for the privilege to constantly fix stuff. This is empty. Wonderful. Where would it... did it have any? No. Does it output the capabilities here also? No, this is so annoying. Doesn't even say any capabilities anywhere. It's super meh. Yeah, if I would have programmed this would of course be better. What does this thing of? Okay, that has a capture volume, a capture switch, mic clock source, boolean. Oh, that's clock source valid just, and that's clock source 9, clock source boolean. I mean, hey, Biodynamic GmbH and Co. KG, what have you done here? Why does this not have a playback? That's sus. I don't like this. Make playback switch. Playback wait, here's playback. Wait, mic. Wait, what? Playback wait, mic playback volume? Why is this called microphone playback volume? You know what this is? I think this is the output. This is just shittily labeled. German company tries to... I think I need to write them a letter. Dear Sir, sehr geehrte Damen und Herren. The world's firmest Linux kernel developer. You might have seen me on YouTube. I purchased your USB-C cable and I'm not impressed. How could you? How dare you? I need to, like, how it's like... This is confusing. It's not microphone, it's playback. It's like, why did they name that so shitty? I don't understand. I don't understand, man. You had one job. So one thing I don't like is that this cable here is a little bit hard to pull out. I mean, you wouldn't normally play it out of them, take it out of them, but... Do I have any audio here? On the server? It's like only me testing. Do not have flex. Oh, there, downloads. There, here. Tori Amos. Do we have play? The question is, what? So it works. I mean, the thing is shittily labeled, but otherwise it works. What versus 40, 44.1? I think I somewhere should have, like, some of those should be... I mean, I have more. This is just what I once copied on the server for testing purposes. They're all 44.1. I have high-end ones. Maybe not here. Explicit. What's here? Is there also not... this here is live. Oh no. It's probably also only I wonder what kind of high deck. It's like, yeah, probably get this for your audiophile headphone things, and then it's some garbage. Yeah, that is sad that I don't have any. It's because I would wanted to see what is the maximum. I mean, I could upsample this and Which one has base code red? Okay, it's format converting that. So it's the playback is running with 32-bit. So maybe it's 24 with 32-bit wire format. They don't. I mean, very theoretically, they could have a 32-bit deck in there, but that's unlikely. Kind of. I mean, these days there are cheap decks that do headphone mode. Yeah, I plugged it in the server. Just wanted. So it's running at 48K. So it's up. Maybe it can do 48K only. Which all of this stuff is a little bit funny, right? That most audio file or like most consumer things are 44.1, and then it's like, hey, 48K for a little bit more quality or whatever. And then everything is upsampled. So this mini is like the only thing I'm not liking. It's getting out a little bit. Maybe it's supposed to be like this. I don't know. Anyway, okay, hey, at least it works. So the button also didn't work. So probably the button generate events so that your fancy pipe wire and wire plumber could system-wide audio event notification things. But hey, at least it works. The microphone thing is a little bit shittily labeled. I mean, we basically could patch this in the Linux kernel. We could, because like, I mean, yeah, labeling this mic is not, that's confusing. You think you change the microphone level when it's the output playback level. Yeah, maybe we, yeah. I opened a new issue to explain what I'm talking. Issue on GitHub. Reference things of things. Open SSL. Oh. Reference. Copy things. Okay. Where is? Okay, let's try that before we go home. But in a way, it is ridiculous that such a cable ships with, in my opinion, strangely labeled label. I mean, it's probably not made in Germany. It's probably made in China, right? But it's still like they contract this. I find it unlikely that some cable is excessive sound pressure from headphones is not good for you. Do they have here any made somewhere? This must be made in China. But again, you still do the firmware. At least you adapt it. I mean, you probably don't even do the firmware. Supplier conformity, compliance information, unique identifier. Responsible party, US contact information, FCC compliance. So much random stuff, but not where they are made in. Pro X USB cable. I mean, there it's impossible that they are not made in China. Made in China, at least the sticker. There, at least the sticker is made in China. Whether that means the whole cable, probably. But again, someone does a firmware and it's at least approved by someone, maybe in Germany. Headphone model, that's a new fancy one, DT1770 Pro. But you don't need this, just get a Sony MDR for 25 years. I used the Sony MDR 7605 or so. Probably excessively professional things. Why does this not bloody copy like this? But I'm talking about the USB Pro XLR cable thing here. Did you say unlock? No, you said reference copy. But yeah, 2026 you buy USB cable and you need to wonder, does it work with Linux? However, these days, of course, it needs to work with Android. So works with Android probably usually means should work with Linux too. So yeah. You said GNOME VFS, you said. What else did we wanted to your issue? What did we just wanted to do? Oh, the issue. You opened new issue. Bootstrap, accept prefix and destir. The world is burning right now. Only have the smallest. The world is burning right now. You only have a small ISO and the target disk with 3 no host site depths. USB is about to die and you flash too many ISOs on it. Now you replicate T2 from T2 smallest things. Similar issue 167. Things, setup things. So setup build env things. Setup new MNT patch bootstrap. Okay, ironically the bootstrap was meant for used to bootstrap T2 on macOS and BSD, right? Yeah, appreciate your feedback. GNOME keyring. No file to. Oh, did I do something wrong? This one here, right? Somehow I copy and pasted. Maybe this wasn't me, but the bloody browser shit. This should have been this one. Did I click here wrong? I clicked here. I remember I clicked there. Maybe it again didn't copy the way it should have. I mean, whether this still has any value, I have no idea. But thank you for patching that. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, that even dope. That's a bit newer, indeed. Thank you for your work and service. Thank you for your support and contributing regularly. probably sees them, not whatever. We could again build here, but then we call it a day. But that's here what we are here for, right? I could sit here alone in my basement and sip my coffee. Oh, my coffee is empty. Or we do it together, you learn something, and people send some patches in between and make T2 better, faster. Yeah, some more random things. Probably many things of this are totally... maybe we delete 2 more things, which is one is this, I mean, maybe even this pilot. Well, it's also not. Liblin phone is here some other bullshit. Belcurt, whatever. Be my guest. What is this? Oh, Bug Buddy is also. I have the suspicion this is not touched in a while. Let me guess, like 2019-ish of... That's like 2006 error to 2009 error. I don't have high hopes that anyone is using the Palm Pilot kind of thing here anymore, do they? What was the other thing I was considering to delete? Ah, this tea time. This is... Was this updated? Is this also 2007 error? What has the world become that people don't even 028? Wait. When did it last build? 2009. That's... Was it the version? Was this 2000? Yeah, it's 2007? 2007, yeah, I'm sorry to say bye-bye, but we... this is pointless, right? Yeah. Rest in peace. Tiny little GNOME applet things. There are probably certainly more things, but yeah, each day a little bit keeps T2 maintained. Regarding this issue that you opened, I will look into that, and we will do this another day. Basically, for today, that's amazing so far. I hope you enjoyed to learn something. The only thing is, why does my browser not actually... So this should be the latest browser. So I upgraded to, yeah, that's a very, very latest. Previously, look, so this fixed eBay crashing. My previous build somehow had eBay crashing for some reasons. That appears to be fixed. But then the question is like, I don't understand. I don't understand why my Firefox since yesterday, even before the update since yesterday, my Firefox doesn't want to it's like things of this doesn't the Aries OBS, like the headphone works, like I don't know what yeah, that works. What has Firefox bloody done? That's audio. Like, so this started last night. At the beginning of the live stream, audio worked. Like, maybe I clicked something stupid. Like, maybe I clicked here some key binding of... You cannot make this shit up. How did I disable audio in my Firefox? I don't even know. That is bizarre. Did someone ever had this? I'm just surprised it is persistent through Firefox, Linux, choose wire audio output things. Yeah, the tab, but the whole thing here already, like this already doesn't work. This doesn't work. It doesn't even capture. This doesn't root as desktop audio. Or did I? Maybe here is some. Hey, OBS is using the microphone here. I mean, here is. Actually, it is here. Media player, like it. What is Firefox doing that I don't get this? This is bizarre. I mean, here maybe here I muted here.
But I'm diving in. Lines of code are where I begin. Ex-special agent, I've gone rogue with T2 lead.
So because somehow I muted. I mean, this is somehow not the super best UI thing. I don't. Okay, figured it out. KDE. Somehow I have no idea how I mute. I mean, maybe I accident. But does microphone work? Okay, that's interesting. Usually when I click here, like so, somehow Pipewire is a little bit fiddly with my external USB microphone preamp. That always needs some disconnect and restart and reset until it works. And usually when I click here, then my OBS capture breaks for some Pipewire reason. But that worked surprisingly today. But okay, we figured it out. Hey, we have audio. Okay, we just muted it. The idiot just muted it somehow randomly. Okay, so there we figured that. Hope I just learned something. 2 hours. Oh shit, 2 hours. 10. Yeah, even if I keep it short and run my company again, even then it's over 2 hours. Anyway, hope you just learned something. We will soon continue with more interesting things. Now that we start deleting old GNOME stuff. Hope you just learned something. Maybe don't delay. Download, try, or support it today. Best switch off in social media, digital detox. Button with third check shows audio. Third check says audio disabled. Here is on guard. You're protected. The Firefox is on guard. How cute! If that ain't a reason to use the latest Firefox on Linux, then I don't know what is. Okay, I don't know if that previously showed it's disabled. I've no idea what I yesterday did in the middle of the stream to randomly cause this. But anyway, maybe we do probably we do an evening night live stream to keep T2 maintained or other code written. So have a good day or night, and I hope to see you soon for all the continuation of this crazy stuff to come. Oh, this doesn't. Yeah, I need to rewrite this to use one, like currently that use one audio player instance for each of the tracks. I should make one. Yeah, I should ask AI to vibe code me one audio player with floating top things of. But this also played a second ago. Was this another tab? This is funny. Did I have this? Yeah, this thing has been buggy forever. It works reliably on macOS. This is also not a network issue. That is some really strange Firefox Pipewire issue. I just had this playing. I thought. Do I have a second? No? Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. I have no idea.
Now they call it brilliant. Guess who's getting paid? Code in the blood, it finds in the vein. No proprietary.